It's manifestation shortcut. Tried many times, worked every single time. And there's no limit to success stories. It's like genie in action. And once you see this, you will never chase any technique again. And no, it's not scripting, it's not visualization, it's not affirmation. She goes for an interview, she doesn't get a job because you have been sold left technique, right technique, God knows what all technique. That's pure neuroscience plus psychology plus behavioral alignment. And then you must have heard people saying or yourself saying, ऐसा लगता है कि आपकी जीप पर सरस्वती बैठी थी, कुछ और ही मांग लेते. So what is exactly happening at that moment? Basically, manifestation speed depends on only 3 things. There's a manifestation technique that works in minutes, sometimes in hours. And no, it's not scripting, it's not visualization, it's not affirmations. And if anyone tells you that it's guaranteed, they're lying to you. Because if techniques worked on their own, you wouldn't have been here, watching another video, hoping this one finally fixes it. What if I told you you were never failing manifestation? You were just never told how it actually works internally. And once you see this, you will never chase any technique again. Let me explain this beautifully through a story that will make things crystal clear to you, and also you'll remember this long. So there was a woman who wanted a better job. So she watched every interview technique video, how to sit, how to speak, how to answer questions precisely, how to manifest it. She practiced affirmations. I am confident, I am successful. But inside her mind, she's actually not clear whether she only wants this in her life or she wants this because people are saying that she should do this or this needed to be done in order to be successful. So basically, there is no clarity. There's a lot of doubt that she has about herself. Whether she'll be able to pull this off. If she gets this job, will she be really happy? Will she be able to handle the responsibilities coming with it? Also, she has a strong internal belief that people like her do not get good opportunities. हमारे साथ कुछ अच्छा होने भी वाला होता है तो पहले ही नजर लग जाती है. Something like that. Now, with all of this, she goes for an interview. Her words are right, her answers are correct, but something inside feels totally off. She speaks politely but hesitates. She agrees too quickly. She underplays her achievements. And guess what? She doesn't get a job because there is no internal belief. There's a lot of internal resistance. There is no conviction. Most importantly, there is no alignment. So nothing outside she did for months actually helped. On the other hand, there's another woman who comes for the same interview at the same time on the same day. This person didn't watch any videos. In fact, she wasn't even prepared. She didn't affirm, she didn't visualize, but inside she knows she has that absolute clarity. I want this, and is absolutely curious about learning new things, meeting new people, has patience, has calm. She's confident about herself, her presence. She believes she can crack this and anything else effortlessly. Most importantly, she believes she belongs to good rooms and good opportunities. There is absolutely no resistance. She's open to new things. She sits comfortably. She doesn't over-explain. She doesn't try to impress. She gets the job. Why? She has a strong internal belief. There is absolute no internal resistance. There's an absolute conviction, a solid alignment within herself. So, did you see? Same goal, different internal states, different results. And that's exactly what manifestation is in the most simplest terms. Not magic, not any technique, just pure embodiment. So you have been sold oils, methods, numbers, frequencies, mudras, writing techniques, morning routine, night routine, left technique, right technique, God knows what all technique. But here's the brutal truth nobody tells you. Techniques solely do not manifest. They actually never did. Techniques are what? They're just tools. And a tool in the hands of someone who doesn't understand the system in itself is absolutely useless. Let me explain this in a way you will never forget. Imagine someone buys the most expensive paint in the world. It's gold finish, imported polish, designer lightings. But there's a big problem. They never built the house. No foundations, no pillars, no walls. So they keep polishing and polishing and polishing. And then they cry, why isn't my house standing? That's what exactly most people are doing with manifestation. Affirmations are that pain. Visualization is lighting. And scripting is the decor. But your inner state is the foundation. And no house stand without one. So the core truth is manifestation is not a technique problem. It is a state problem. And techniques do not create manifestation. They only help you enter that state, stabilize that state, or remember that state. If the state is absent, any and every technique is bound to fail. But if the state is present, techniques become optional. And that's not a spiritual talk. That's pure neuroscience plus psychology plus behavioral alignment. And if you want to know the absolute science behind manifestation, what is the core science behind it, comment science below and I will definitely make a video for you. Now you must be curious and thinking, what is this I'm talking about? The state. What is this actually? Has somebody ever experienced it? Yes, all of us have. Not once, but many a times in our lives. So you must have noticed many a times you say something and all of a sudden it happens. That thing appears, that person appears, it just happens. And then you must have heard people saying or yourself saying, ऐसा लगता है कि आपकी जीप पर सरस्वती बैठी थी, कुछ और ही मांग लेते. Many times people say, काश भगवान को ही मांग लेते, भगवान जी भी मिल जाते. So what is exactly happening at that moment? You are absolutely comfortable with yourself, which is called unself-conscious. There is absolute no internal resistance. There is no desire energy that I want this or forcing something. Your mind is empty but alert. That's the pure alignment state where there is no contradiction. There is no inner argument. There is no emotional friction. So the problem isn't manifestation. The problem is we don't know how to live in that state consciously. So why instant manifestations sometimes happen? So basically manifestation speed depends on only three things. First is belief resistance. That is the energy of doubt, desperation or attachment. The second is the emotional state. Whether you are calm or whether you are into that energy of neediness always. And third is aligned action. Whether you are in a state of moment or you are constantly waiting. When these three are aligned, results come shockingly fast. Sometimes hours, sometimes days. But when they aren't, nothing works no matter how many techniques you try. So the fastest manifestation method based on reality is only one and it has 3 steps. This is what actually collapses time. So the step 1 is regulate your nervous system. This is the most important. Nothing manifests fast from anxiety, lack or obsession. Instead of visualizing harder, do this. Sit quietly for 2 to 3 minutes. Slow your breath. Drop the urgency. Say internally to yourself, I'm absolutely okay even if it takes time. This sentence alone removes the resistance. Manifestation speeds up when neediness drops. Step 2 is one specific clear command. I really think I should make one separate video on this one. So if you want it, comment and let me know. One clear command video and I'll make it for you. So one clear command, no repetition. That is no scripting pages, no affirmations loop, just one statement once. This or something better is already aligning for me. Then just stop talking about it. Silence is power. Step 3. Immediate aligned action. This is where most people fail. Manifestation responds fastest to movement. Within the next 24 hours, send that message, apply, post that content, make that call, change that routine. Even a small action signals certainty to the subconscious. Why this works faster than visualization alone? Visualization without any action says, I hope. But a regulated state plus a single command plus action, combination of the 3 says, I expect this to happen. And the subconscious only respond to the expectation, not desire. So the fast manifestation doesn't come from obsession, repeating affirmations, trying to control how. It comes from emotional neutrality. Second, inner safety. And third, identity alignment. So the final grounded truth for you, my people, the fastest manifestation technique is actually not a technique. It's removing resistance and moving like it's inevitable. So sometimes results comes in minutes, sometimes in hours, sometimes in days, sometimes through a route you didn't expect. But remember this, the moment you stop chasing speed appears. With that, thank you so much for pouring in all that love and sharing it with your friends. Also, I have a humble request to you. More than 94% of our listeners haven't subscribed yet. So if you are amongst one of them, please consider subscribing. With that, that's a different perspective of the day. See you in the next video.